starting lineup for today's match. At 157, Bucknell, Bison, Luke. At 165, Army, Dalton Hick, Hartman will receive quarter. At 174, Bucknell, Sam Barnes. From Army, Ben Super. At 184, Bucknell, Mason Creek. From Army, Sam Abdul Razak. At 197, Bucknell, Nolan Springer. From Army, Kyle Schwartz. 285, Bucknell, Corey Crosby. From Army, Kane Carson. At 125, Bucknell, Grayson McClellan. From Army, Ethan Bergen. At 133, Bucknell, Kurt Phipps. From Army, Rich Drake. At 141, Bucknell, Darren Miller. From Army, Shane.
Good afternoon, wrestling fans. Welcome to the United States Military Academy, where Army is hosting Bucknell. We are broadcasting from Gillis Fieldhouse near the Hudson River. Today's match will start at 157 pounds. Right now we're just completing the announcement of the starting lineups, but at 157 from Army we will have Nate Luquez, and from Bucknell we have Riley Bauer. Referee's doing final talks with the captains, and then we'll have our action on the way. Alright, and we're off in our first match at 157 pounds. Starting off with a good tempo here. Both wrestlers seem to be working actively. Good hand fighting, good snap so far. Nobody taking a shot just yet. Alright, Bauer working on 2-on-1 there for a second. Didn't materialize into anything. Luquez working a heavy snap there. No shot yet from either man. Again, Bauer working the 2-on-1. Still nothing. So we got a minute through the first period here. No shots yet. Both men working some hand control here. All right, about halfway through the first period. Again, no offensive action just yet. Both wrestlers being very active, however, no shots. There's Luquez in on a single, pretty deep. Let's see if he can put him on his hip here and close this out. He's got that leg up high. Nothing yet from the ref. Bauer working a little bit of a wizard there. Now Luquez up and gets the 2, secures it on the side. Both wrestlers off the mat, but he did secure the 2. And there's 55 seconds left on the clock. Luquez doing a nice job breaking him down off the whistle. But Bauer right back up to a good base. All right, Bowers up. Let's see if Lucas can return him. Then Steady cuts him loose. We're now sitting at 2-1, 30 seconds left in the first period. Bauer again going back to that 2-on-1. Lucas doing a nice job fighting that off. All right, we're in the final 15 seconds of the first period. Lucas working heavy hands on that head there. And that'll be the end of the first period. So Army has first choice and chooses down. So going into the second period, it's 2-1 Army, 23 seconds of riding time. All right, Lucas up right away. Let's see if he can get hand control and get out from here. And he is. He's out pretty quick. So we're back neutral. We got 3-1. Lucas in on another nice single, similar to where he was before, and is able to capitalize. So he's now out to a 5-1 lead, and riding time's ticking up. Lucas here with a nice ride. He's working that arm. He's got that ankle pinched. All right, Bowers up. He's working hand control, see if he can get loose. But both wrestlers off the mat, no change in position. So we're sitting at 5-1 Lucas, 46 seconds of riding time, and about a minute left in the second period. Bowers up. He's trying to peel. Let's see if Lucas can bring him back down. So he dropped down on the leg there for a second, started to count, but he's right back up. No issues there. All right, wrestling on the edge here, and they're off. No change in position. So Lucas at this point does have enough for a riding time point. He's sitting at 1:19 riding time, 28 seconds remaining in the period. Bauer's done a good job throughout the match here, not getting broken down, but has struggled to actually get out. 10 seconds left in the period. See if Lucas can hold on to this ride for the remainder. All right, so it's Bucknell's choice. Bauer's gonna take down. Looks like Lucas might let him up here. But going into the third period, we're sitting at 5-1 Lucas, minute 47 riding time. All right, so he does let him up, and now we're looking at 5-2. Good activity by both men. Shots and counters. Lucas again, third single. All three has been in pretty deep. This time he's coming out the backside. He has Bauer's hip elevated there. But Bauer doing a nice job holding on to Lucas's ankle, hoping for a stalemate here. Crowd's looking for two, and there it is. So Lucas now 7-2 in nearly 2 minutes of riding time. Oh, but we have a reversal by Bauer. All right. Minute left in the third period. At this point, pressure's on Bauer, so he's probably going to be looking for some near fall points. But Lucas, great job, builds up, gets out, and now has an escape for 1 point. So we're looking at 8-4 Lucas. Minute and 40 ride time, and again, in on another really nice single, in deep, and no rush of time here, so he's going to make sure he capitalizes, and he does. So now we're sitting at 10-4. So no change in position, but at this point, Bauer has the leg of Luquez on the side of the mat, but I have not seen any change in position or points from the referee. So we got a stall call on Army for fleeing the mat, and 1 point to Bauer. All right, so we got most of the points happening here in the third period. We're up to 10-5. Luquez, he's in on another single, but can't get it before time runs out. So this one will end with the riding time point. Should be 11-5, a 6-point victory, but not a major. So we're gonna get 3 points on the board for Army. So team score right now: Army 3, Bucknell 0. Transitioning now into 165 pounds, we have Dalton Harkins, who is going to receive a forfeit. So that'll put 6 more on the board for Army. So Army 9, Bucknell 0. And we jump straight to 174 pounds, where we have Ben Pazook from Army, and from Bucknell we have Sam Barnes. Barnes coming in with a 9-15 record. Alright, not much action so far. A little bit of hand fighting. Both wrestlers feeling each other out a little bit. Got a fake there from Pazook. Now he's in deep there. Alright, turns takedown, and he might get backs here as well. Oh, excellent. So no backs, but did score 2 out of that, and he's got the arm pin. See if he can use this for possibly a tilt or some other near fall. Alright, bottom man not doing much. It's difficult to do anything there with his arm kind of pinned down, but the ref's going to be looking for some action here in a second if he doesn't get moving. Pazook working a nice tight waist there. Nice solid ride. Now he's up on the head. Possibly looking for a cradle opportunity here. But doing a great job with the ride. He does have that ankle hooked. Working that near arm. Alright, we have a tilt on the side here, but could not hold for the count. So no back points right now. Pazook continuing to work tight waist there. Alright, we got a stall on Barnes on bottom. So ref wants to see a little bit more activity on the bottom man. Oh, we do have a tilt on the side of the mat here, but again, couldn't hold him there, so we only got a single count. No back points. Alright, both men off the mat. We're going to move back to the middle with Barnes on bottom, Pazook on top. Currently sitting at 2-0, minute 30 riding time. Alright, so Pazook lets him up. So there's a 1-point escape for Barnes. Alright, a couple fakes there by Pazook. Not pulling the trigger just yet. Alright, got a fake there by Barnes. No shot though. A little half shot by Barnes there. Pazook countered easily. So we're in the final 15 seconds of the first period. Let's see if either man's going to try and take a shot here towards the end. A little pass by there by Pazook, and another little shot by Barnes. But the first period will end sitting at 2-1 Pazook minute 30 riding time. Pazook's going to take bottom position here to start the second period. Alright, he's up right away. Didn't waste any time. But not too bad on the return by Barnes. He's having difficulty staying with Pazook here, but has returned him so far. Oh, there, Pazook is out with an escape. All right, so both men neutral on the side of the mat here. Pazook currently leading 3-1. All right, we got a little hand fighting in the middle of the mat here. Both men have been utilizing a couple level changes and fakes. There's another one by Barnes and Pazook. All right, they're going to be off the mat there. No change of position, still neutral. Score is 3-1 Pazook. And there's a shot right off the whistle. Pazook in and an easy 2. Barnes looking for a reversal, but not much there. All right, so they're off the mat. No change of position. Pazook on top. Current score 5-1. All right, no action off the whistle. Pazook's utilizing a good ride here. Pressing forward, but Barnes trying to back out of it so he can get to his feet. 30 seconds remaining in the second period. All right, Barnes is up. Let's see if Pazook can get a return, and he does. And now has him broken down flat on the side of the mat. Final 15 seconds of the period. All right, this period's going to end with Pazook on top. So 5-1 Pazook. 2 minutes and 11 seconds of riding time. So there's going to be no way to kill that riding time for Barnes. So you can count that point in. It looks as though Barnes is going to be let up again by Pazook. Nope, no, he does. He actually drags him back. No change of position. He almost had him there for some near fall points, but Barnes recovered quickly. All right, Barnes up, and Pazook cuts him loose. Now looking at a 5-2 score. All right, Pazook again in on a single. Let's see if he can finish. Has the leg up, both men on their feet. Barnes doing a nice job fighting with the hands here, not giving it up easily. But Pazook wants to keep him in the middle. Don't want to get too close to the edge here and lose the opportunity to capitalize on these points. So he got him back down to the mat, but no score yet. Barnes got a good whizzer in, and he's fighting. All right, ref stopping action. A little concerned there about Barnes' knee and the angle that he was seeing there. So no score, no takedown. Both men still up in the third period. So 45 seconds remaining in the third period. If Barnes wants a chance here, he's going to have to start to pick up the activity. Nice snap down by Pazook. Little half shot there from Barnes. All right, last 10 seconds. Let's see what either man could do here in the final seconds. Shot by Barnes, countered by Pazook. Don't think this is going to turn to any points. And that'll be the end of the third period. So we did get a riding time point, so the final score will be 6-2 Pazook. And Army now out to a 12-0 lead. All right, at 184 pounds from Army, we have Sam Abdul Razak. And from Bucknell, we have Mason McCready. All right, and action has started here at 184. Good flurry of activity right off the bat. Seeing some snaps, some hand fighting. No shots yet by either man. Again, good hand fighting, but no shots just yet. Both guys looking for an opening. All right, nice snap there from Bucknell. All right, yeah, so you have Abdul Razak in on a single, which he turned into a double, but did not finish yet. Good counter by McCready. Right now, you have Abdul Razak hanging on one leg there. No points just yet. And McCready able to successfully counter and get 2 points out of this. So, nice shot from Army, but was not able to finish. All right, McCready kind of high here. And Abdul Razak takes advantage, kind of bucks him off the top there, comes out the backside, and he now has an escape. So we're sitting at 2-1, approximately a minute left in the first period. Again, some good hand fighting. All right, another shot by Abdul Razak. In again deep, but let's see if he can finish. Last time McCready was able to successfully counter. So Abdul Razak doing a good job here. But McCready hanging on to those ankles, making it difficult for him to finish. All right, so there's a short time left, about 10 seconds. We'll see if Abdul Razak can do anything here to close this out and get himself a score. But it looks like they're going to get stalled out here, and the period will end. So McCready 2, Abdul Razak 1. Riding time not currently a factor, sitting at 14 seconds. All right, so going into the second period, McCready's going to take bottom. All right, so we got a caution on Army. Abdul Razak jumped before the whistle there. All right, so McCready already out. Did a nice job working on the hands. So we got 3-1 McCready. Both wrestlers neutral right now. Riding time not a factor. So despite the low score, this match has moved at a pretty good pace, both wrestlers being active. Want to see that continue through the second and third period. Abdul Razak in again on another single. So this is 3 times now he's been in there. We want to see a finish here. Hopefully he can make that happen on this one. Cover the leg, pop his head out here. But so far, doing a very good job of getting in on the leg, but unable to finish. McCready doing a nice job countering, and he does so again. So 3 shots taken by Abdul Razak getting in deep, 3 shots countered by McCready. All right, so there's a shot by McCready. Countered well by Abdul Razak. No points. So we're now into the final 30 seconds of the second period. Great activity by both wrestlers. Great counters by both wrestlers. So we're in the last 10 seconds of the second period. See if anybody's willing to take a shot here at the end, and McCready does. Abdul Razak countering, and McCready unable to finish it in the time available. So we're now moving into the third period. McCready with a 2-point lead. Abdul Razak is going to take down. All right, off the whistle, McCready with a nice ride here. He has Abdul Razak broken down. Let's see if he can build a base and get back up. All right, McCready looking for a mat return and is able to successfully do that on the edge of the mat. So far, riding time has not been a concern for this match, but it is creeping up here shortly, and McCready is getting close to establishing a riding time point. So ref letting him continue on the edge of the mat here, and now finally breaks it up and it's going to bring him back to the middle. All right, so 47 seconds of riding time. Abdul Razak can't waste any time here. He's got to get up and get out pretty quickly. All right, he is. He's up right away, peeling the hands. Let's see if he can get out. McCready looking for the mat return. And is able to successfully do so on the edge of the mat. So Abdul Razak's got to get up now. And right now, McCready does have 1 minute and 2 seconds of riding time. So with that additional point, right now it would be 4-1 McCready. Abdul Razak needs to get up quickly, get out, and start some activity. And he is. He's up. He's peeling the hands. Nice mat return by McCready. All right, Abdul Razak up. He's peeling at the hands. And there's the escape. All right, so 45 seconds remaining. It's 3-2. But because of the riding time point, a takedown here only ties it. So Abdul Razak needs to get active, needs to take another shot. He's successfully got in 3 times on the single, and there's another, but has yet to finish one of these takedowns. So hopefully here in the final 20 seconds, Abdul Razak can do what's necessary to make this takedown points. But we're now in the final 10 seconds. McCready doing a nice job countering, and the ref's content to let the activity continue. All right, and that's time. So the match will end 4-2 McCready because of the riding time point. Abdul Razak, again, in there 4 times. Nice shots on each of them, but not able to make any of them turn into points. All right, as we transition into 197, from Army we will have Kyle Swartz, and from Bucknell we'll have Nolan Springer. All right, so team score at this point is Army 12, Bucknell 3. We have completed 4 of our 10 matches today. All right, match starting off pretty active. Both wrestlers hand fighting pretty heavily. Saw an underhook there from Swartz. All right, there's a shot from Springer, countered well by Swartz. Let's see if he can continue to counter. Springer does a nice job bringing the leg up. Both men on their feet there. And Springer able to return to the mat successfully for 2 points. Springer has Swartz flattened out. All right, Swartz doing a nice job building up there. Let's see if he can get up to his feet. But Springer riding pretty well here. All right, so they're going to come off the mat here, get a fresh start. Currently sitting at 2-0, 36 seconds of riding time. Swartz is going to start on bottom. And there's a minute and a half remaining in the first period. All right. Springer dropped down to the ankle there for a second and got a count from the ref, but immediately came off it. Springer still doing a nice job riding, but for the most part staying parallel. He does have Swartz's ankle hooked there and is content to kind of ride here and clock some of this riding time, which he now has a point sitting at over a minute riding time. All right, we're off the mat. Coming back in the middle. Swartz done a pretty good job with initial movement. We want to string a couple things together. Hopefully get an escape here shortly. Swartz doing a lot of movement, but Springer doing a nice job staying with him, maintaining the ride throughout, doing a little pullback here, but doesn't turn it into any near fall points. All right, final 30 seconds of the period. Springer has Swartz broken down, he's working that near arm, still has the ankle hooked, and is content to ride here. So final 15 seconds. Let's see if Swartz can get an escape. All right, no change. So the period ends with 2-0. Springer is up. He has over 2 minutes of riding time. And Swartz chooses neutral here going into the second period. All right, Swartz in on a nice single. He's down low. Good counter by Springer so far. He has his hands locked. And now he's elevating Swartz, putting him in a difficult position. Swartz still on that leg though. So I think the ref will likely stop it here in a second if there's no change. But Springer trying to elevate Swartz to see if he can get 2 on the counter. Swartz still hanging on that leg. Doing a good job here. And I think the ref's going to break him up here in a second. Crowd won a 2 call. And there it is. So Springer now got the takedown, sitting on a 4-0 lead. Well over 2 minutes of riding time. So Swartz took a nice shot there, but great counter by Springer. He utilized his lanky frame to kind of get around him, elevating the hips and making it difficult for Swartz to finish that takedown. All right, we got a stall call now on Swartz. Ref not happy about the activity level on the bottom man. So 15 seconds remaining in the second period.
Go, Kyle.
All right, it looks like the period's going to end with no change. So 4-0 Springer. He chooses down. Let's see what Swartz can do on top. So good ride so far by Swartz. Springer in no rush to get out. He's going to take his time, knowing that he's sitting on a 4-point lead plus an additional riding time point. So the pressure is on Swartz here. He's got to put him in a compromising position. He's got to get some near fall points. Either that or he's got to cut him loose and get some activity going on his feet. So good ride here from Swartz. But again, we need some near fall points, so looking for the tilt. It looked like for a second there he had a tilt ready to load up, but nothing yet. All right, so he dropped down on the ankle. Ref started to call, but Swartz back up. Again, good ride, but he needs to start putting him on his back here. And Springer just content to kind of stay down there. He doesn't look too stressed about trying to get out. No stall calls or anything like that so far. All right, so we're under 30 seconds remaining in the final period. Swartz working pretty hard to find a way to get him on his back. And there we finally have a stall call on Springer. So final 15 seconds, Swartz coming out front, seeing if he can do something there. And now Springer's out for another escape point. So we're sitting at 5-0, and that's how it ends. So 5-0 Springer, plus an additional riding time point, it'll end 6-0. So that's 3 team points for Bucknell, and we are now sitting at Army 12, Bucknell 6. All right, as we head into the heavyweight match, from Army we have Cade Carlson, and from Bucknell we have Dorian Crosby. All right, match starts with a flurry of activity. It's nice to see. Good hand fighting by both wrestlers. Both wrestlers doing a nice job so far with the hand fighting. No shots just yet. Carlson working 2-on-1 there. He tries to throw it by there. All right, Crosby takes him out. We're going to start back in the middle. There's an underhook by Carlson. Let's see if he can get his head on the hook side. Elevate that arm. And he did there for a second. Got underneath it. Attempted a little shot. But quickly defended by Crosby. So we're about halfway through the first period. No points yet. Some solid hand fighting from both wrestlers, but nothing's turned into any points just yet. Neither wrestler able to find an opening where they're willing to commit to a shot. All right, good snap there by Crosby, and is able to get Carlson all the way down to the mat. Turns into 2 points. All right, so Crosby riding on the side, has that ankle hooked. Carlson needs to find a way to come on up from that good base he has right now. See if he can get an escape before this period ends. So about 15 seconds remaining. But Crosby doing a nice job. Has that ankle hooked and now has Carlson flattened out. Oh, and as the period ends, the referee hits Carlson with a stall call. He didn't see enough activity on bottom. And so, 1 stall warning to Army. So going into the second period, Crosby takes down. Carlson, nice job off the whistle, keeping Crosby down. But now, Crosby up to his feet. Let's see if Carlson can get a mat return here. Oh, second stall call. That was a little quick. He didn't like the amount of time it was taking Carlson to try and attempt a mat return. So not only does Crosby get an escape point, but also gets a point for the second stall call against Carlson. Crosby tries to again go back to that heavy snap, but this time defended by Carlson pretty well. Seen a lot more activity now from Crosby, going in for a single, and is he able to get a second takedown here. So, currently sitting at 6-0 with a minute remaining in the second period. Carlson presently has 2 stall calls against him already. Crosby again working that heavy ride, and now has that ankle hooked again. So he did a nice job in the first period of hanging on that ankle, kind of staying out to the side and putting pressure on Carlson. But here, Carlson's up. This is great. He's peeling at the hands, looking for an escape here. But a nice mat return by Crosby, and Carlson unable to get an escape there. Crosby now has Carlson broken down on the edge of the mat there. So no change in position, 12 seconds remaining in the second period. Crosby now has a minute 16 riding time. So we're looking at a 7-point deficit right now for Carlson to overcome. Crosby continuing with the heavy ride. And it looks like the period is going to end with no change in position here. Alright, so as we go into the third period, Carlson takes down. And it looks like Crosby's going to cut him loose here. He indicates to the ref the alternate start. Alright, and he did. So 1 point for an escape to Carlson, and we're looking at a 6-1 match. Carlson doing a nice job here, but needs to again be careful because he does have the 2 stall calls against him. He needs to be the more active wrestler here. But Crosby trying to push him off the mat, looks like. Carlson doing a nice job circling and looking for an underhook. All right, front headlock for Crosby, and he's able to spin around and get another 2. So 8-1, and with the riding time point, it would be 9-1. So we really need Carlson to get an escape here to minimize getting a major decision. And it looks like Crosby's going to try and ride him out here for the remainder. But hey, there you go. Carlson is out, gets an escape point. So we're now at 8-2 with 43 seconds remaining. Oh, we have a shot by Carlson. Countered by Crosby, is able to spin around and get 2 points. Now sitting at 10-2 with 30 seconds remaining. So Crosby content to ride. And we got another stall call against Carlson. So that bumps it up to 11-2. And now we're in the final 10 seconds of the match. Crosby gonna ride him out here. All right, so your match ends 11-2. An additional riding time point for Crosby will make it 12-2. The team score now is getting much closer. We have Army 12, Bucknell 10. We now transition into 125 pounds. For Army, we have Ethan Bergen. And from Bucknell, we have Grayson McClellan. Both men getting busy right off the bat. A lot of hand fighting. Bergen tying up both arms there. Has a little front head and arm. Trying to stretch out McClellan. And there, Bergen does have his head in the side there, trying to spin around. Little knee tap, see if he can put him on his hips. It seems to be in good control of the head and arm here. There, and there's that knee tap. Did bump him down to his hips for a second, but nice recovery from McClellan. Good activity here. But Bergen really wants to capitalize on this head and arm. He was real close there when he bumped him down to his hips, but not able to turn it into 2 just yet. All right, ref breaks him up. Liked the activity, but didn't think anything was going to come from that head and arm. It's going to put him back on their feet. Bergen again looks like he's caught him in the front headlock or front head and arm position again. Goes for a little trip there. Countered and a reshot by McClellan. Doesn't really get in on Bergen though. And so we're back to this front head and arm position. A minute left in the first period. No points yet. Despite good activity by both wrestlers, we don't have any points on the board. Nice snap by Bergen. Put his head all the way down the mat. Is able to turn that into points. So he's got 2. That very heavy snap seemed to daze McClellan there for a second, and Bergen able to capitalize. All right, Bergen with a nice deep waist there, looking for that near arm, and has McClellan broken all the way down. Good ride by Bergen here. Seems to be trying a couple different options up front. Nothing working just yet. McClellan's doing a nice job countering. So short time remaining, and it looks like this is how the period will end. So we have a 2-0 lead for Army. Army has choice and takes bottom. All right, Bergen immediately up to his feet, peeling the hands there. No mat return yet from McClellan. And it looked like he was gonna let him go there for a second, but immediately shoots in on a leg. So no change of position. And there we go. Bergen is now out, has an escape point, is up to a 3-0 lead. Bergen continuing to kind of stalk McClellan there. Little spin from McClellan there, didn't turn into anything. Alright, so there was another shot by McClellan, but didn't even get to a leg. Well countered by Bergen, immediately spins around for 2 more. So, minute left in the second period. We're sitting at 5-0 Bergen, and he's nearing a minute of riding time at this point. Nice strong ride by Bergen. He's going to try and see if he can turn him over here. He's got good pressure on lower back, driving across the body. 17 seconds remaining. Let's see if we can turn this into some near fall points. But McClellan doing a nice job countering. You know, that can be a very painful position to be in. And he's doing a nice job showing some grit here, dealing with his leg getting cranked on like that. All right, so the period does end. Bergen out to a 5-point lead. Also has a minute and 28 riding time. And so it looks like Bergen's gonna go cut him loose here at the start of the third period, and he does. All right, so 5-1 Bergen. And we'll see what kind of activity we have here in the third period. All right, so there's a shot by McClellan as he gets called for stalling. But well countered by Bergen with the wizard there, and the ref's going to stop it for potentially dangerous. Wants to make sure there's no injury on the knee there. So McClellan at this point has a stall call. Although he's taking a shot or two, he's got to be careful. And Bergen continues to keep the activity level high, is now again in another takedown, and is going to cut him loose again. Bergen feeling comfortable and wanting to get some extra team points for Army. All right, so we've had 2 takedowns in a very short period here. Oh, so the ref says he's off. Looked like 2 there for Bergen, but ref says that they were off the mat. So we're now at 9-3, so 6-point lead for Bergen. Just under a minute remaining. He is going to get a riding time point, which would make it a 7-point lead here. So he definitely wants to get the major. So he's going to continue to work on McClellan, see if he can get a few more takedowns. And there's another one right there. But he is in good position to potentially get a cradle in, but the ref's going to stop it. He didn't like the way McClellan's back was looking there. All right, so 37 seconds remaining. 11-3 lead for Bergen. And I suspect he's going to stay on top here, continue to ride. He does have the major, but maybe seeing if he can get some near fall or maybe a pin. We got another stall on McClellan, and there's a point for Army. So 12-3. And now we're in the final 10 seconds, and it seems like this is where it'll end. All right, so the match ends. We have a 13. So we have a little bit of what appeared to be unsportsmanlike conduct. Can't say for sure, but looks like a team point was awarded to Bucknell based on how the match ended there. Referees explained to Coach Ward what the issue was, but from here we can't hear the conversation, so we're not exactly sure what it was about. So that was a major decision. The team score is currently Army 15, Bucknell 10, as we head into the 133-pound match. So at 133 pounds, we have Richie Trainer from Army and Kurt Phipps from Bucknell. So great activity right off the bat, scrambling from the get-go. And both these wrestlers are in a bit of a funky position here. We'll see if the ref lets this continue, and he does stop it just to make sure nobody gets injured. But very high energy match so far. Let's hope that continues. All right, a little bit of a fake there from Phipps. Phipps in on a nice single there, but well countered by Trainer, and again they're going to get in this scramble position. Trainer draped across his back, has that far ankle, it's holding on, and the ref's going to stop him again. So we got two good shots by Phipps and two good counters by Trainer. There's a little throw by Trainer, well countered by Phipps. All right, ref stops him, wants to get him a fresh start back in the middle. So minute 44 left in the first period, and despite how lively it has been, no score just yet. There's a nice snap by Trainer. All right, now he has an underhook. He's going for both hooks here. Let's see if he can do something with these hooks. But drops him down to the mat. Looks like he might be going for some kind of front head and arm position. And Phipps is looks to drive him out of the mat here. So, minute remaining in the first period, no score yet. Both men tied up. All right, Trainer again, going to the underhooks. Let's see what he can do with that. Phipps with another shot. Drops in, but Trainer so far doing a good job again, tying him up, not allowing him to finish these shots. Looks like Phipps is going to be able to pop out the backside here with 15 seconds remaining, so he's able to score at the end of the first period here. And this looks like it's how it'll end here for first period. So 5 seconds remaining. Phipps out to a 2-0 lead. So Bucknell defers. Army's going to take neutral. So Trainer's done a good job getting those underhooks in, but hasn't been able to do much with them yet. They've been well countered by Phipps. And Phipps, a few times now, has gotten in on some low singles that Trainer, for the most part, has done a good job countering. With the exception of the last one there, Phipps was able to turn it into some points. So there was a little low single there from Trainer. Did get in on the ankle, but then let it go. So ref breaks him up. Didn't see any action there. And they immediately go back to tying up. There's another shot from Phipps. Well countered by Trainer. Let's see if he can get a counter into a shot in the zone. Does a little throw by there. Given that Trainer pick neutral, we want to see some action here from him on his feet. Alright, again, all tied up. Not a ton of action right now. Trainer does have one underhook in here. And again, ref breaks him up, gets him a fresh start. Gets him away from the side of the mat. So 2-0 Phipps. Riding time currently not a factor, sitting at 16 seconds in favor of Phipps. 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Both men tied up again. This looks like how the period will end here. So going into the final period, Phipps will have choice. He's going to take down, and he is sitting out to a 2-0 lead. Again, riding time not presently a factor, and I don't suspect it will be given that Trainer's on top right now. So Trainer cuts him loose in the first 5 seconds of the period. And we're now sitting at 3-0 Phipps. Trainer needs to get busy in this final period. So takes a shot there, well defended by Phipps. And Trainer tying up his arms there. Phipps trying to get those arms loose. Trainer doing a nice job, kind of holding on, potentially looking for a stalemate and a fresh start. Alright, so they're back on their feet. Minute 30 remaining in the final period. So Phipps in on a nice single. So far countered well by Trainer. Phipps trying to work his way around. Ref's going to get in for a better angle, make sure there's no issues with the knee or ankle. But so far, well defended by Trainer. Alright, so Phipps going to try and elevate him here, see if he can get up to his feet with it. But Trainer doing a nice job keeping pressure forward, and he'll get a stalemate. So back to middle, 38 seconds remaining in this final period. 3-0 Phipps. Alright, some good action there. So we have a front head and arm by Trainer. Oh, and he might get it. He tried a little roll there. Well defended by Phipps. But for a second there, it looked like he might be able to roll him onto his back. But no score for either wrestler here. Alright, so another shot by Trainer. Well defended by Phipps. And in the final 3-4 seconds, looks like this is how the match is going to end. 3-0. So now the team score is Army 15, Bucknell 13 as we enter the final few matches here. So we got 141 and 149 remaining. At 141 we have Shane Pursley from Army and Darren Miller from Bucknell. So a little discussion at the head table. Not sure what they're talking over. Maybe it's discussion of the team points. And here we go, 141. So great team match here. We're in the final two matches, and we have only a 2-point difference in the team score. So we're off to a great start here at 141. A lot of hand fighting. A lot of activity by both wrestlers. And this is the kind of intensity you'd like to see. Alright, so there's a shot. No takedown yet. Miller got into a nice shot, and you thought he had Pursley on his heels, but Pursley able to counter. Now finally, Miller is around, does have 2 points, and is starting to ride here. Has that near ankle hooked, and is working on the arms. So Pursley up to his base. And let's see if he can pop up to his feet here. But Miller doing a nice job controlling that ankle, not allowing him to get up to his feet. So pretty good activity from both men here on top and bottom. So Miller again controlling that ankle. Pursley doing a nice job of getting to a base, but makes it really difficult to get to his feet when that ankle's trapped. So minute left in the first period. Miller out to a 2-0 lead, but already has established a minute and 20 seconds of riding time. Pursley was up there for a second, but immediately broken back down by Miller. Again, there's been pretty good activity by both wrestlers in this top and bottom position. Pursley working hard to get up and out, and Miller doing a nice job riding. So 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Oh, here we go. So the ref is now going to give Army a stall call. Despite his efforts to get out, ref's not seen enough. So 5 seconds remaining in the period. I don't know if they'll get a fresh start here, but the period will end. So 2-0 Miller, but we have a stall call in Army, and Miller also has 2 minutes and 16 seconds right now riding time. So Coach Ward's talking to the ref. I think he wants a little bit of an explanation as to why the stall call occurred, given the activity by Pursley. All right, so wrestling will continue. Miller is choosing bottom. All right, so off the whistle, Persley does a nice job breaking down Miller. Miller trying to work for hand control down low. Persley now in a front head and arm position. And now we have an escape by Miller. So 3-1. Miller is able to successfully take down Persley again and immediately goes back to that ankle ride. So at this point, we're a minute and 20 left in the second period. 5-0 Miller. Based on the previous stall call, you're going to expect that the referee's going to want to see some more from Persley on bottom. And is not going to allow him to just kind of lay there and fight against Miller's ride. So Miller working that near arm, trying to tuck it underneath, but not coming out to the side really, staying pretty much parallel. He's content to stay back by that ankle that he can ride. But Persley now gets another stall call against him, and that's going to be a point. So 6-0, 30 seconds remaining, and 2 stall calls against Persley, and plenty of riding time in favor of Miller. So over 3 minutes at this point. Alright, so that's the end of the period. We're now going to transition into the third period. Persley is going to choose bottom. So 6-0, plenty of riding time in favor of Miller. And Miller's just going to cut him loose. So we're now at 6-1 to start this third period. Lots of activity by both wrestlers. Great to see in the third period. You know, these guys have been working hard the whole time. You know they're tired, so for them to continue at this pace is great to see. Very impressive conditioning by both. But there goes Miller again in on a shot and able to capitalize for 2 more points. So we're now looking at a potential major decision for Bucknell with an 8-1 lead and an additional riding time point. Miller again riding that ankle, out to the side trying to work that near side arm. Persley had a base there but couldn't get up to his feet. So minute remaining. We'll see if Persley can get out from underneath here. But Miller's been tough on this ride for the majority of the match. Consistently hanging onto that ankle and working that near arm. All right, Persley up to his base. Miller immediately drops down, hooking that ankle with his leg, is working that near arm. And then we have a potentially dangerous, ref didn't like the angle of the elbow there. Just gonna give him a fresh start. So 21 seconds remaining. All right, we have a caution on Bucknell. So although Persley jumped before the whistle, it was because of how Bucknell lined up there. He had a bit of a tight waist to start. All right, good jump off the whistle. But Miller able to continue ride. Persley peeling. All right, we got a stall call on Miller. Looks like he's just hanging out, content to ride and end the match. Not wanting Persley to get any points here at the tail end. Personally fighting very hard to get that escape, but unsuccessful. So this match will end 9-1, and it will be a major decision for Bucknell. So with that, very exciting. We go into the last match. Team scores, Army 15, Bucknell 17. So it all comes down to this match. 2-point team decision. Army will need this win to in order to win the match. Same with Bucknell. So if they want to retain this 2-point lead, they need to win here. So at 157 for Army, we have Matt Williams. And for Bucknell, we have Colby DePron. So Williams in on a shot right off the bat, trying to finish, and oh, successful there. Nice trip, brings him down. So Williams out to a 2-point lead, cuts him loose. Alright, only rode him for about 8 seconds there, and then decided to cut him loose. Liked what he saw on his feet and wanted to continue there. So DePron working a head and arm here. Williams able to get out of there. Little throw by Williams. Now he's got 2-on-1. Let's see what he does with this. Oh, goes for a near side single. Missed there. DePron did a nice job countering, getting his leg out of the way. Oh, Williams nice and easy underneath there. Countered by DePron though. Oh, there he goes. All right, so Williams back in on that single. Nice and deep. But we do have a nice scramble going on here. Williams is flattened out, but still retains the leg. Both wrestlers on the edge of the mat. Let's see how this ends. All right. Nothing yet. No, ref didn't like it, so back to the middle. 2-1 Williams. Exciting match so far. Nice scramble there on the edge of the mat. 1:20 remaining. DePron pushing Williams, trying to get him over towards the edge of the mat. All right, DePron in on a nice single, well countered by Williams. Dives over the top, gets that leg, and now we're into another scramble event. Exciting scramble here. DePron now draped over the top. Looks like Williams might be able to poke out the backside here. Still holding on to the leg. We'll see if either wrestler can elevate the other one here. Oh, so great job by Matt Williams. Realized that DePron was very high, kind of chucked him off there, let him fall, and was able to capitalize and get 2 points. So we're now sitting at 1-4. Williams out front, 26 seconds remaining. Nice, exciting first period of this final match that could determine the team winner. Williams does a nice job off the whistle with the ride. He's got to be careful here. Doesn't want to put himself in too much of a compromising position, but might be able to get some backs, and he is. He got at least a 2 count there. So 2 backs, still on top, but DePron working for a reversal, and he did get it. All right, so as far as the score, we're looking at 6-3 Williams. And they want to talk to the head table, make sure that they got the score right here. All right, so looks like the score is correct. We're sitting at Williams 6 for Army and DePron 3 for Bucknell going into the second period. DePron takes down. And Williams continuing to work on riding time. He was able to secure some near fall points before with a tilt, and he looks like he's going after that again. Oh, little pullback from Williams there. I thought he had him there for a second. But DePron was able to turn that into escape. So we now have a 6-4 match. 56 seconds of riding time for Williams. And 1:30 remaining in this second period. So you couldn't be happier about the way this match is ending. With the match on the line, probably the most active match we've seen so far. Great duck under by Williams. Doesn't have the points yet though, but there he does. Was able to keep his feet in, get the 2 on the edge. So we're now sitting at 8-4. And Williams only a second away from securing a riding time point. All right, so as they start here, 1:07 remaining in this second period. Williams may look for that pullback again. The last time it was defended well by DePron. And so there's another escape. So 8-5. Despite most of the scoring coming from Williams, DePron is doing a nice job of keeping pressure up, continuing to advance as much as he can. But Williams is the one doing all the attacking, taking the shots, and coming up with scores. And there we have another one again, in deep on a single. Williams wants to take his time here, ensure that he gets these points. But he doesn't have all day. There's about 20 seconds remaining in the period, so he wants to see if he can get around the back here quickly. And the crowd wants a 2 call here, but nothing yet from the ref. And now DePron countering, 5 seconds remaining. Let's see if Williams can hang on to this leg, and it looks like he's going to. All right, so we go into the third period. Very exciting match. 8-5, Williams out to a lead. He does have 1:07 riding time, but he's about to go down here with DePron on top. So what we'd like to see here is Williams to get a quick escape if he can, in order to retain that riding time point. DePron looking to get a legs in, and it looks like he did get 1 leg in there. But countered well by Williams, didn't let him get it in. And so here we go. All right. Nice shot by DePron, but well countered by Williams. Actually threw him on his back there for a second. Not enough to get a count, but definitely enough to get the takedown. And is now sitting in an armbar position, and that riding time clock is going back up. Oh, Williams cranking him over here. He does have a deep half Nelson. He's working that armbar. DePron doing a nice job fighting here, but that is difficult to fight against. All right, so DePron cut loose there. So we're sitting at 11-6 with 1 minute remaining in this match. Williams in on a single. See if he can finish. He's trying to come around the side here. Now we're into a little bit of a scramble. DePron elevating Williams, but Williams doing a great job holding on to that leg. All right, 30 seconds remaining in this final period. And the ref kind of letting them see if they can close out this takedown. Now we have a little bit of a potentially dangerous situation here, but the ref letting them continue. And now Williams is going to finish it off with a takedown at the end here. So 13-6 final score, plus an additional riding time points. We have 14-6 final, and that will secure the victory for Army. Army's going to end the match with the 18-17 victory.